What up, everybody? It's Friday night, and the feeling is right. How's it
Oh,
going?
yeah.
How's it going?
Interesting.
What's going on?
We got a heck of a show tonight for you guys. Let me tell you. I got
Run while
OASI.
you
What's up,
can.
OASI?
What's going on? What's going on? Just hanging in there.
Fresh meat.
Eating
Dude, do you usually stay up this late?
on Fridays, yeah.
You
Fridays.
are the special guest of the night, right? Because, you're closing out tomorrow, right?
I am closing out tomorrow. I was supposed to be closing out tonight, but something came up, so
You want to tell us what came up?
John Malin. That's what came up. John Malin came up, so hence why it's OASI extends for a day.
John Malin tends to come up in a lot of people.
Oh my god.
Wait, are you saying John Malin comes in a lot of people?
Not what I said at all, Lola. Go back and rewind the tape.
I'm just saying, half of Michigan is named Malin.
Yeah.
Lola just goes straight there. She's like, I know what you guys are saying. Let me verbalize it.
Yeah, let me just straight out say it.
Yeah, well, people can't read minds, man.
No beating bushes here.
You gotta just, put it out there. Let people know.
Malin looks like he beats a lot of bushes, but whatever.
He does. All the bushes.
Yes. Oh, my God.
Slamming right into him.
He's a wolf man.
He's a man,
he's got that wolf milk. He's got to spread it,
Exactly.
Exactly.
What the hell is the wolf milk thing? I don't get it.
No clue.
It's Malin coming in, everybody. Malin just comes everywhere.
Does Malin actually say he drinks wolf's milk?
Wolf milk is really early CG lore.
Hey, Matt.
What's up, Matt?
What's going on, guys?
Hey, Matt.
It's my friend.
How's it going, man? It's been a long time no see.
I know,
Forever.
right? What's up, everybody? Great work tonight, Mr. Barton.
Oh, thank you
Oh,
so
yeah,
much.
you were on Fragtober. How was that?
Mm-hmm.
It was good. I learned
I
something
watched
more
it.
about
It was
myself
good
every
from
time.
my perspective, but
I was watching TV with my nephew. I missed it all. Did you draw traditionally?
No, never. Well, I never draw traditional
How dare
anymore.
you?
Hey, hockey.
It was all digital. Yeah.
Okay. What
it's
was
not real art.
what was the subject?
It was
Tank Girl.
Tank Girl. That's right.
I gotta draw Tank Girl now.
Yeah, it was fun. It was so quick though. Like an hour. I can only work so much magic within that time.
I was impressed. I didn't think that you'd be able to get much done because you're always saying, "Oh, I'm so slow. I work so slow." And
I am slow.
Kozor's taken like 30 years for you to finish.
So is that
damn, Ellie, you gonna give him shit for Kozor already?
It was impressive. I was impressed by what he did. His technique is pretty good.
Wovo, you were up in the chat. First one. What's up?
So Clayton, is that code for that you're not coming on Test Your Might where you only draw 30 minutes?
I can do that. Dude, I can do that. Like, I learn so much when I'm pushed outside my comfort zone.
Cool.
I try a lot of things.
We'll get it done one day, all right?
But how far can you go in 30 minutes, Clayton?
I can go...
You'll be pleased, Lola. That's
Can
all
you
I'll
get
say.
the wolf milk?
He's
Can
a
you
man's
get the wolf
man. You will
milk
be
in 30
pleased.
minutes?
Well, you'll be pleased in that 30 minutes.
Yeah, I'll do what I
What's
can
up,
within
Woodrow?
30 minutes.
He's an alpha.
We got Tokume. What's up, Tokume?
What's going on, man?
Hey, man.
We got a
Lola.
Clayton that was in the chat.
Oh my god,
We got
talk to
Allie.
me.
Like, my
Drink
whole
some
panel
water.
was in my chat. Look at you guys.
Besides me, because I still don't know how to pull everything up at the same time.
What's up, Ariana?
Ariana.
Yeah, that's Tokume's woman.
Oh.
Right.
Ariana.
Fighting
saw the
Feeling,
name.
what's up, you beautiful,
Danny boy.
beautiful kitty.
Your
The
pipes,
kitten, y'all.
your pipes
She's
are coming.
love my flying feline. Citizen Sinister, what's up, my brother? What's up? Hopefully he's still here. Hockey, what's up, Hockey?
Dangerous panel.
Ellie. I see a
Dan
hockey is in the chat.
Plagle, what's up, Dan Plagle?
Hail Plagle.
Danny.
Hail, Plagle.
And I think that's everybody. What's up, chat? Okay,
I'd like
sorry.
to get Plagle into one of these. Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry, I was talking to myself.
No, you're good. You're good, man. How you been, Jason? How you been?
Surviving. I've been surviving, Lola. One day at
What?
a time, you know? One day at a time.
That's all you can do, right?
Yeah.
That's all you're given.
I'm working on some sketch cards right now. Actually, 3 of them for another campaign that I have to have done by Monday, which will be easy. I did the other one on
Another campaign?
yeah, I did the other one on Red Valkyrie stream. So yeah, they did one already.
Awesome.
Yeah, you'll see. It'll be announced on Monday. OASI already saw what it was.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Wait, Lola, weren't you there?
It's your
I-
No,
piece
she
again,
dipped
isn't
out.
it?
Oh, shit.
No, I was in and out. I've been all over the place tonight.
Yeah, she came back a few times to check in.
Yeah, but
I saw you in my chat either yesterday or the day before or today. You've
Michael
been
T.
around.
I've been around. I've been getting around. What's
Michael
up, Michael T?
Yeah.
Michael T.
It's not a good thing to
Man,
say.
I feel
about
sad that
yourself.
I can't see Will's face.
I haven't even heard
I
Will.
know, right? Like
You saw Will's
makes
face for
everyone
like
happy.
2
He
hours.
doesn't
Sorry,
really
Will, I'm
love
picking
us.
on you now, man, but you're the only face I come here to see.
Doesn't really love us.
Fuck
It's all lies.
you.
Now,
Thank you.
OASI, you were telling us that you were once a Uber driver, right?
Oh, we're starting with that?
Oh, we definitely started with that, my brother. We definitely started with that.
Oh my. All right. Yeah, I was an Uber driver, and I was actually an Uber driver on South Beach.
Whoa.
This is, I'll say 2016, 2017, around there. And yeah, I got some pretty raunchy stories and things that happened to me while I was driving. So I would mostly drive Friday nights and Saturday nights.
Oh, so you got all the party people, all the drunkards, all the low
Yeah.
lives.
All of them. Well, it's South Beach, so you know everybody's a low life. But yeah, it was it was wild, and I got some stories. But you know, you want me to start with those?
Yeah, but
Hell
take it
yeah.
slow. Take it
Take it
slow.
slow.
Don't get right into it. You got to give us a little bit
You
of.
can
take
give
me
us
a
one
little while to get
story,
there.
and then we'll go into one of my topics. How about
All
that?
right. All right. So let me think. Which story should I start with?
One where they're making out and then you join in. You like pull over and fucking join in.
No, so that we'll say that one for later because something like that did happen. Okay, so we'll
Okay,
start.
Oh, damn.
You
We'll
pick
start-
up the old
Profession.
lady and you're going to church, but you take her to the house of D instead.
No, so here we'll start with the day that I accidentally prostituted myself to a doctor.
Accidentally. Come on.
So I'm driving Uber again. It's like 2017. I am a single young man living on South Beach. So I pick up these 2 ladies from out of town.
Mute. There you go.
So I'm picking up these 2 ladies from out of town. It's like 2:30 in the morning. I pick them up from Club Space. I'm not sure how many people are familiar with South Beach.
I wasn't in
Is that-
Fort
is
Lauderdale
that-
for a while.
Is
Are they
that
wearing
like
garters?
is that like Palm Beach?
It's Palm Beach but better and raunchier.
Yeah.
I was quoting a movie. Never mind.
No, I lived in Fort Lauderdale. I was down in Miami a couple times, so I'm a little familiar with it.
You're a little familiar. All right, so I pick up these 2 ladies from Space. It's like 2:30 in the morning,
From
and I was
Space?
surprised that the club is
Space
called
Bar.
Space.
It's a club. It's club
It's a
space.
club.
Oh,
You know, it's
okay.
EDM music. All right. So
What are
I
they
pick them
wearing?
Yeah, what if they wearing
One of them was in a red dress. The other one
stockings with like hosiery,
was. I don't remember any of that.
garters, or anything? Okay.
Was the
Red
one in the
dress.
red dress named Chris?
He hopes not.
Was it actually the
No.
Barton brothers in town dressed in drag?
No. They were all girl.
We were still in the club, bro.
Yeah.
Getting them free drinks?
Yeah. So I pick them up. So these ladies start to complain in the back seat about how nobody's approaching them. Everybody's too scared, this and that. They're like, we came down on vacation from New York. We're expecting to have a really good time. And I'm like, man, that sucks when you girls go home. And they're like, we leave tomorrow. And I'm like, man, maybe you guys can find something to do tonight. The night is still young. It's only 2:30. So as we're driving, one of the passengers is like, hey, look over at me real quick. So we're stopped at a light. I look back at her. And she's like, interesting. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. Mind you, I wasn't too creeped out because they were cute. So we pull up to the hotel.
Goes a long way.
Pretty privilege.
pretty privileged, right? So we pull up to the hotel, and one of the ladies gets out, and the other one stays in the car. She's like, "Hey, I gotta talk to you." I'm like, "Sure, what's up?"
Mm-hmm.
So she's like, "We're kind of bored. The night is still young. How much do you make in a night when you Uber?" And I was like, "A typical night, like $200-300, depends." She's like, "I'll give you $500 just to come upstairs with us." So I say,
Bobo's like, yeah.
Fucking sold.
so
Be
I was like,
let me go ahead and park my car.
"Where do I pull
Fuck the
over?"
car.
Right? Where do I park? So whatever, we park, and I'm legit thinking, I'm like, I don't know how far this is gonna go. I think we're just gonna hang out until they pass out, and I'll just leave.
Weren't you at all concerned that they were like undercover police officers trying to catch
Why would anybody be
men
concerned
for
with that?
Why
So I
would it
wasn't
be? Why would it be against the law for him to go upstairs
and
with
hang
two
out,
chicks?
right?
They
And
didn't
hang out.
specify.
I can
sex,
see
so-
it being. I can see there being a problem, like if they pass out and you just like worked one out in their hair before you left.
Or their
That's
face?
things you think about
Okay.
afterwards. Beforehand,
Squirted
it's
some
just
fucking
like
baby batter right in their
Spoilers.
fucking
That's
perm.
exactly what happened. No,
Yeah.
no. So I parked the car. I end up going upstairs, and I'm thinking we're just gonna have a few drinks. And again, I'm not gonna get too explicit.
Drink
wild
some
shit,
booby milk.
just
some
like
wild, some wild
what
shit starts to
happens?
happen. All right, it leads into intercourse, obviously, and I'm thinking,
Wait,
Are they
whoa.
lactating?
When you get upstairs, what happens? Do you like do you have a drink first?
Oh,
Do you
so okay,
listen to some music?
Do
so
you
we
go
get
into the
upstairs.
bathroom and like talk to yourself in the mirror, like you could do this?
No,
You
so
got
I go.
this, dude.
So I don't have to talk myself up. So we go upstairs. They
I
sit
do.
me down.
I do. Hell yeah, with two chicks, I'd be like, holy shit, hold on.
We all have to talk ourselves up before anything happens. Come on.
Not
Here's the
easy.
thing.
You
See,
got
I
this,
didn't.
bro. You
No,
got
here's
this.
watch. So I go upstairs. They sit me down in the living room. They give me a drink, and then they both go into the bathroom. They're in the bathroom for about 15-20 minutes before one of them comes out.
Wait,
The
they
other-
both go in the bathroom together?
That's
They were
they
talking
were-
each other up.
They doing the
They were
yayo?
talking each other up, I guess. So they go into the bathroom. I'm just
The
sitting there. And
cocaine.
maybe. Maybe it's Miami, you know. So they go into the bathroom. They leave me in the living room for about 15 minutes. So I end up getting up and kind of walking over to the bathroom. I'm like, did they pass out in the bathroom? Should I just leave? And they're talking. I can't understand what they're saying, but they're talking. Eventually, one of them comes out. The other one goes to the bedroom. The one who comes out is like, hey, so that's the birthday girl. She wants to talk to you privately in the bedroom. And I'm like, just come on, stop beating around the bush. Just say, what do you guys want?
Show me your bush.
Like, let's go, right? All right. So then,
Look, the answer is yes. We don't need to play games.
Do you have
Right.
a bush? Show it to me.
right. So I go into the bedroom and I have a good time with the one, the birthday girl. I don't know how else to say it.
Well, what'd y'all talk
Have a
about?
good time.
Does
We
she
have-
just grab you and you start making out straight away?
You played Uno? I mean, that's not too
Did
good.
you have protection?
Yeah. So yeah, I
Yeah, he hit a 45. It was great.
yeah.
Were you swinging from the chandelier or the ceiling fan?
He was swinging from the meat flaps.
There was it was one of those is it called like a canopy bed
Oh,
where it
yeah.
has like the little
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
That's
there was a
classy.
point
Yeah.
there was a
Yeah.
point when I'm grabbing onto the top of the canopy bed to get some leverage.
Really?
True story. True, yeah, get some leverage.
So
You were
so you did
Donkey
them both?
Konging that shit.
I was
Donkey
sitting here
Konging, yeah.
drawing. You
That's
did them both?
that's when you take your belt
Just the
and you
one.
put it underneath
So
far,
and
so
around
far.
her stomach and pull it back like reins.
Oh Lord, Allie.
That's what he needed all that leverage for.
Tell
Was,
me
you know,
I'm
to
wrong.
keep- to
Tell
pull
me
with
I'm
the
wrong.
fucking on
You're,
that belt.
you're not wrong,
Let
Ali.
him finish the story.
Tell me I'm
Okay.
wrong.
You're not wrong,
Did you,
Ali.
did you do them
but
both? Did you do them both?
you apparently know some techniques that I don't, so we're gonna need to have a conversation.
She's a
You're-
goddamn
it's
freak,
cool, man,
dude,
you're
so
young.
Fucking rip your shit off.
No, hold
dude.
on. Let's let him watch him finish his story.
So
Yeah.
after I finish with the birthday girl and we celebrate her birthday, as I'm walking out,
Fucking
the other one's
monster.
like, the other one that was there, the more attractive of the two, is like, well, I heard the ruckus, so now I'm a little curious, and I'm like, listen, I don't think it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if I can do another one. So we give it the whole college try, get done with that, and the worst part of the night is on my way out. She's like, thanks for hanging out with us. Here's $500. Smacks my ass and shows me the door.
Wow, dude.
Happy.
That's an awesome part of the night.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Tell you
That's
to
like a
leave
terrible.
fairy tale, man.
She tell you to leave the
Isn't that-
leg.
You
Doesn't
could
that
tell.
make
You could
feel
tell that to children to
bad?
get them to fall asleep.
What was that, Ali?
Didn't that make you feel like bad, like used?
Oh.
Why would that make him feel used? He just made $500 and he got laid twice.
Exactly.
We always want to feel
His
useful.
plan
us
was
men.
to
Lola,
be used.
he's a
What's the
dude.
disbe-
All right,
He just-
women
no.
would feel
Yeah, I
used.
doubt
A
he
guy,
like, went
yeah,
home and like jumped
He
into the
just-
shower like crying game.
yeah. Guys
Probably
usually
fucking-
are more than willing and happy to do that.
I
See,
cried
Ellie-
myself to sleep
said-
that night.
Ellie,
said
That it wasn't 3.
He just
Ellie,
said
you
it
know
was the
that we
worst
don't
part
mind
of the
being
night.
used. We call it a tool.
Wait, why was it the worst part of the
No,
night?
the
Ozzy?
worst part of the night is like the smacking on the ass.
Did
was
you
like,
wash it
There,
between
see?
doing it?
Hey.
You
Hey.
did both of them?
But it's like good boy. Like
No,
on
no,
your
it was
way.
separately.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was separately. It was like a like
you
a
did
college
one of them.
coach.
Did you wash it off
Yeah, like,
before
like
you
football or
started
some
fucking the
weird
other one,
shit.
or did you
There-
bang
there
the
was-
other
there
one
was
with
protection.
the
There are
same
so
like?
many questions.
There was
about this,
protection
though. I
in
There was
believe we're, like-
protection both times.
Yeah, but
He
you
would
know
have
you
changed
get,
condoms.
you know you get some of that juice on your nuts.
Well,
So
what if you only had one? Clayton, what if you only had one?
Oh,
No,
well,
I
What,
always
nut?
carry a few condoms.
What do you do? No one
I
can.
would
It's
just,
Miami, yeah,
We're
you
gonna
gotta
have
carry a
questions
couple.
about this.
I would not worry about the second one if I only had one.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I would just leave because
Yeah.
you know
No,
I've
no,
already
bullshit.
done it.
No, fuck you.
you probably
no,
go
dude,
down to
I'm
the
down for the
lobby
count
of
for the rest of the night.
hotel. The lobby of the hotel probably has like a little
Oh, true. Yeah.
tchotchke, you
Mo-
know,
most-
get a
most hotels
toothbrush,
have-
some condoms.
Especially in Miami, yeah. Most hotels have some supplies. But
Did
somebody
Will
said they had
disappear on
questions.
us?
See, a guy wants to feel used sometimes. Like I think men genuinely feel like that's a good feeling for them. Like
We also like to get hit on. We don't get hit on enough.
Nope.
No, fuck no.
I
No,
don't.
I'm telling
you
you,
have to
Clayton,
do
that's
the
why we
hitting
call it a
line,
tool.
Like look at me like a piece of meat once in a while, you know.
Because at the end of the
Well,
day,
wait.
that's really all I am.
Looking at
Exactly.
you like you're a piece of meat, and
Fucking pork
just
chop.
like throwing cash at you and slapping your ass is totally different.
There's not that much more to me though. Like
See-
if you can just look at me like a piece of meat, which is 90% of what I am.
Which
And then
piece
throw
of meat
money
would
at
you
me.
be?
Hold
Are
on,
you
hold
a
on,
piece
hold
of
on,
like
hold on,
Kobe
hold on.
beef,
This
or are
is
you a pork
depressing
chop?
me.
Are you like a fucking
Hold on.
T-bone?
I gotta say hi to
He'd be
Woogie.
Clayton beef.
Woogie,
What?
what's up, Woogie?
Fucking country
Woogie.
ham.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Vex Vixen. This is kind of depressing.
Hello, Vixen.
The
Why are you
story's depressing.
depressed? It's not
It
a
is what it
depressing
is,
story.
Allie.
Dude got laid twice and he made
Yeah, this is a
$500.
story of joy and
Yeah,
happiness.
this story
So-
has multiple happy endings.
He's a useful guy.
Feels
I
depressing.
made somebody's whole trip. They
Yeah.
were depressed. They were complaining, and I went ahead and I actually made her
Yeah,
birthday.
he did
You're like
them
a
a
freaking
service.
superhero, man.
And he got
Right?
paid
Making
for it.
dreams come true and getting money.
Yeah, and he got paid for it.
And
I'm
just to
glad
clarify,
you- I'm glad
anybody
you can
who's
be
watching this
optimistic.
stream, anybody who's watching this stream,
Oh,
I got paid to hang out, not to have intercourse. Just
And everybody should
Really?
go back
Yeah.
to Bellwalker before
Yeah.
it closes out tomorrow.
He took
Yeah.
money to go upstairs. He fucked
Yeah,
for
that,
free.
that guy kind of looks familiar.
Yeah,
This
back
is not a
Is that a
self-insert.
self-insert?
It is not a self-insert.
Hmm.
And
It
here's
looks
the
like a
best
self
part.
insert.
It looks
Here's the
exactly
best
like
part.
you.
Back Veil
Of this whole
Walker said he
story.
could pay
What does it
for
look like
his
now?
prostitution charges.
Yeah.
Okay,
no, here's
best part
the
about
best-
the whole story. What is
Here's
it?
the best part of the whole story. Those $500 paid for pages in this book.
Oh, nice.
Damn
Alright.
straight.
All right. So
You should be a gigolo, man. I heard they get paid fuckloads of money.
That's not legal.
Like $400
in
an hour.
America. Clayton.
Yeah,
That's a really tough gig to get.
I know
No,
some
Not for
people
him,
it's
it
not
isn't.
actually.
It's legal in Utah.
No, the regular high paying stuff.
You just get a nice suit,
It's a
man.
tough gig
You
to
have
get.
you get a bit of charisma behind you. You just
Well, a
pretend
lot-
to be better than you are.
A lot of it's being in the right place in the right time the first
Vixen,
time.
what's up?
Look, I
Apparently,
know
a lot of
somebody
females
who
have to
was
have
one.
sex.
He was like a call dude in New York City,
Mine-
and
Oh.
he got the job. He was at a grocery store. Like he was a good-looking dude. He was in the grocery store, and he just like struck up a conversation with the woman in front of him, and the woman ended up being like a madam, and like owned an escort service, and like he went on a couple of dates with some women, and they were like older chicks, And then a couple of times he went to a place and like fucked another escort like in front of people.
Whoa.
And then he was
Dude.
like, and then I was like, "Yo, you still doing it?" He was like, "Nah, I'm not doing it," because he didn't tell us at first. Because we were like, "Hey, man, we're gonna go see Anaconda. You know, do you want to go see Anaconda with us?" And he was like, "Nah, I don't want to." And then like later on that day, like we found out he went and saw Anaconda. Right? We were like, "What the fuck?" And we were like, "Yo, why did you go see Anaconda? Like, why didn't you go see it with us?" And then that's when he was like, "I was on a date," and we were like, "What?" And then that's when he like broke down and told us the whole shit. We were like, "Oh my god, that's crazy!" And then we were like, "Tell us everything, bro."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it
my
kind of
thing
weirded him
is,
out.
why is it like, okay, so prostitution, right?
Wait, hold on. Before we get into this, I gotta dip out real quick and then come right back in, Lola.
How
So give
dare
me
you,
just
Oh,
a
you're
sec.
good. You're good.
No, no, what? Give me a
Yeah,
second.
he's got somebody to go fuck.
Yeah, yeah. Got to make another $500.
Yeah.
Hey, man,
More pages, man.
Yeah.
don't hate the player.
I don't. Not in the slightest.
No,
What?
no.
I actually
Don't,
cheer
Allie,
him
don't
on.
hate on the hustle, right?
I cheer it on. I encourage
Allie,
you.
why were you so depressed about this whole thing?
She
I
doesn't have
don't.
$500.
Because it wasn't her.
Shut the fuck up, Lola. I don't. I guess this is just me. I don't like the thought of men thinking that they're
Meat.
just pieces of meat.
Meat
But-
popsicles.
But what about women that think that they're just pieces of meat?
That's what makes sense to me. That's all.
What, women being pieces of meat?
Yeah.
Cool, I'm back.
Wait, so
Cool.
it's okay for women to be pieces of meat, but it's not okay for men to be pieces of meat?
There we
Look,
go.
Lola, you already know this
Good
about
to be
me.
back.
You already
What's up,
know.
Matt?
Lola, you already know this about me. Don't act surprised. It's not a good
No,
look.
look. Why is it that prostitution is the oldest profession in the books, right? And we expect women to do it, but when men do it, we
I'm
want to be
not-
all offended by
no,
it. Like, you can't
Lola.
be offended by one and not by the other.
Lola, I don't think
Offended as
anyone.
fuck.
I don't think anyone should be a prostitute.
I mean, I'm just gonna
What?
say
Why not?
I'm just gonna put it out there. Like,
I don't know why we're talking about prostitutes because you know.
Clearly.
No, OASI, we know you're not. Like, that's not what you were doing. You were
That's not
driving
your profession.
women
No,
and
the-
you
Yet.
happen to
Yeah.
get laid and
Yet.
get paid.
The conversation slid over.
It's a
that's all.
future.
Oh,
But
okay.
we're
okay.
talking
It's a-
about
it's a
Allie
perk.
right now because Allie is so depressed that you found yourself to be a piece of meat. But
No,
men
listen,
like being a piece of
I've-
meat. Like, you've
I've
got 3 men
heard-
on the panel that have said, please do look at me
No.
that way.
Lola, he just said he didn't like the part where she just slapped him on his ass.
Yeah, but everything else was just fine.
Everything was perfect. It was
Yeah.
just that sort of that. Hey, way to go, champ. I was like, oh damn, thanks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but everything else was great. Like that's like the one nitpicky thing.
I'm
If they
glad.
had a state.
No, I'm glad that your soul was not crushed. I'm glad you're happy with your experience. This is all on me.
Okay.
Which is the way she prefers it.
What I feel like Ali's gonna refund the book now.
No,
No, she's not. No, she's not.
She doesn't refund.
I'm kidding.
Will, what is your thoughts on this?
On what, prostitution?
No,
Yes.
I was just thinking
He's
about
not a
the fall of
prostitute.
society right
Go.
now.
No, I want Will to talk about that.
Me too.
Oh, I mean, we never really define things, do we, on this show? So
No.
what is the definition of prostitution? Exchanging legal tender for sex.
Don't
no.
cling
Look,
on me.
I'll tell a story. It's story time for Lola, right?
Oh,
So I
boy.
used to run around with this chick, right? And she was a prostitute, right?
Go on.
She was a crack whore. And
Wait,
so
Lola, I want to stop you real quick before you finish, okay?
okay.
Oh, I was just about to finish too.
After this story, I don't want to answer any questions about my opinion on this story. Okay, go
I
on.
don't know Will's opinions.
Wait. So can I ask you questions about your own prostitution? I don't know. I'm confused now.
What? No, just tell your story.
Let's
I
all
used to run around with
pretend.
this chick that
we
was a
know what she's gonna
prostitute. That's
say.
what she did. She would go and she would like sleep with the crack man to get more crack, and she would get paid, you know.
Yeah.
she obviously was not very happy with herself. But
What are
at
you
the
gonna
same
do?
time, this chick, like, she was into everything. She was into drugs. She was into prostitution. She was into, like, she would go take money from her husband.
God bless her.
Oh, that's not good.
Note that she tried to slip that past. Don't let her slip that past.
Which part?
Her husband.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
if
So
she
who
was
cares?
single, I'd be like, I don't. Who gives
No,
a
she
shit?
was
That
married to
poor
a man that
dude.
owned a Mexican restaurant. She was married to a little Mexican man that owned a Mexican restaurant.
Why you
in
gotta be a little Mexican, man?
Yeah, why you gotta be racist, Lola?
Are there no tall
Look,
Mexicans, Lola?
look, man. I
Because
don't
he
make
wasn't a tall
genetics.
Mexican man.
Racist.
Racist.
I mean, I've never met a Mexican that was over 6'1", but okay.
Okay, continue the story, Lola.
But
Come on,
she
Clay.
hung around some of the most questionable people that I had ever met in my life. Like, I was scared
Like
of these
Lola.
people. I literally, like, I would pull up to her house to drop her off, and I'd be
Lola,
like, I'm
you're
going
not
home. Don't call me until these people leave.
you are not making a good case for prostitution if that's what you were trying to do with
No,
this
I'm not
story.
trying to make a case. I'm actually the quite opposite. Like, don't do
Okay.
it.
Okay.
But
I
that's
was
like a crack
afraid.
whole. That's a different level of prostitute, right?
That,
Yeah, yeah.
In my defense, I would have done it for free, which I technically did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just hung out. He just got paid to hang out.
He got a really big tip from his
Hmm.
Uber. That's all it is.
I just
That's
want to
like
say,
that's
hold on.
like
I just
those
want to say,
cleaning
OASI, welcome to Lola After Midnight.
I love it here.
that's like
This is
those
where I
cleaning
belong.
services where they say like, "Oh, you clean topless, but you know, whatever you do outside of cleaning topless is your own business." It's the
They have
exact same thing.
Wait,
have
why are you
those?
cleaning topless? That makes no sense.
That's a
People pay for it.
service that people pay for, Lola.
Do you have
Come
the
on.
phone number for that?
Yeah, right? Like, where do I sign up for this?
Don't
My
be
bookshelf is a little dusty.
No, because one time I went out
I'm a
to
little dusty.
there was a cleaning place that was or a cleaning service that was advertising. They were like, we need people to work for us. And so I came in and I was like, hey, I have some experience. And she was like, okay, are you okay cleaning topless? And I was like, what? It turned out that that was what her business was. And I was like, oh, no, I'm not.
I was gonna
Like,
ask, how long did you do
okay,
it for?
0% of any time.
Yes,
Only about
sex
6
fiction,
inches.
this is my show.
But I did have one guy, I worked at a different cleaning place, and I did have one guy proposition me quite heavily, and it was very uncomfortable.
I bet.
What did he
report him?
say? What was his proposition?
Well, first it was fine. Okay, it was like a really big house, and he's like, I have to leave for 5 hours. Can you clean my house in that amount of time? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. His house was pretty clean already, so it was kind of weird. But there was one room upstairs, and it was a bathroom that was like really uncomfortably kind of gross. Like the bathtub was kind of fucked up. Like it looked like
He's like taking shits in it.
no, it looked like that someone had used acid in it or something. Because it was all scrubbed raw and like dirty. And
That's
he's
where
like,
he got
don't,
rid of the bodies.
right? He was like, don't bother cleaning this room. And I was like, okay. and
Leave the
Yeah,
lie tub alone.
And so
yeah.
I cleaned the whole house, and by the time he gets back, the only thing I hadn't finished was his sheets worse because he was like, I need you to clean my sheets. I was like, all right, whatever. And so his sheets had just come out of the dryer, and he had a really big bed. It was like a California king size bed. So I was having kind of a hard time getting all the sheets on because he had like 7 sheets and like a mattress top. It was insane. And he came in and he's just like, what's taking so long? And I was like, I'm sorry, I'm just not used to having to do a bed this like big. It's, I won't be a problem. And so he starts like helping me. And he's like, I can't believe I have to make my own bed. I never have to make my own bed. And I was just like, I'm sorry. So I go to leave and he gets weird. He's like, so, would you like to stay the night? It's kind of late. And I was like, no, my ride's going to be here in like 5 minutes. I'm cool. He's like, well, I'll pay you extra. I was like, that's okay. I'm paid enough. It's all right. And he's like, this is just wrong. The other girls loved me. And I was like, okay. He says,
I'll make a note of that.
I'll pay you $2,000
Mm.
if you stay overnight and sleep in my bed and fuck me.
What the fuck? I just want to point out, like, my mom is in the cleaning business, right? Like, I grew up in that business. Like, my mom cleaned, like, high-end houses in Nashville, right? Like, I mean, country stars, stuff like that. And I've never heard a story like that.
It
Ever.
was real weird, dude. And this guy, like, the way he said it was like all the previous girls who had cleaned his house, like, took the offer. But I was like, no, thank you. You know, my ride will
Well,
be
yeah, they
here.
took
I'm
the
fine.
offer because they wanted the money for it.
And they ended up in the bathtub.
Exactly.
Hey.
They ended up in the
That was my
bathtub
friend.
instead of
He's like,
kidney.
well, if it makes you feel better, I'll still pay you the $2,000 to sleep with me, but you can stay in my daughter's room instead of sleeping in my bed. And I was like,
How does that make it any better?
That's like $2,000, man. That's like a lot of money.
Yeah,
For just
except
one
for-
night.
Weirder and weirder. Like, what kind of fucking service were you working
That's like
for?
$1,000 an inch. Take that.
My soul and my dignity is worth more than that to me.
100%.
So
I just feel confused by this story at this point.
I took the $800 that I was making, and I never did another job there.
Wow, that's heaps
at
of
that
money
place.
already. So you could have like walked away with like $3,000 basically.
And you turned
and
that down.
a sum that my soul and my dignity is still worth more.
It'd be like
How old were you?
Bill Gates gets paid that much, and he doesn't need a soul or dignity.
No,
Yeah,
hold on.
look at
I
him.
just think,
How
what
old
would be
were
the
you,
number? What
Allie?
if he was like 10 grand? What if you
I
just
was
called out 10?
25. I was 25.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, what
did
if it was
you
10
have
grand?
a lot of money?
He was
No.
Were
like, hey,
you
I'll do it.
rich?
He goes, do you want 2 grand? You were like,
I was
10.
I was struggling. I was not in a good place, but it's still not enough for me to go down that road. That's fucking
15?
awful.
And I'm proud of you, Ali.
Wait, what did he
could
look
offer me
like?
$10
Yeah,
fucking
what's
million
you got a number?
dollars.
Was he
He kind
at
of-
least like moderately handsome
He kind
for
of
an
looked
old dude?
like what Clayton might look like in like 30 years if he lost a lot of weight.
It's pretty
Wait,
attractive.
if Clayton lost a lot of weight? Are you saying
Clayton-
Clayton's fat? Wait,
No,
Clayton, are you a
this guy-
fatty?
She's saying he's
I'm
super
becoming a
clean.
fatty.
He's got
This guy
a
was
lot of
just
water weight
really.
to him.
This
He's
guy
really
was just
skeletal.
really skinny.
Yeah, he was skeletal.
But he kept telling me how much money he makes and like how the other girls always loved it, and he'll pay me more, like extras. It was very awkward, and I'm
Did he
just
have
not.
red hair and an Australian accent?
No.
Oh jeez.
Clayton's
I've
not
got a
redhead.
lot of money and I'm good at sex.
Oh, shit.
No. It doesn't matter what he looked like.
That's good.
I wouldn't fuck Brad Pitt if he offered me $1 million.
I would.
Shit,
Well,
I
I
might.
I would.
I might think about it.
Yeah, you
Oh, I
ever
would-
get in that situation, you
I
call me.
think
I'll
about
take
it.
your
$1
spot.
million.
Yeah, I'll
Like, probably
definitely.
not, but I think about it.
I
I'd
wouldn't
go
think
to a
about it,
happy
I'd do
place
it.
for sure.
Yeah, I would let him go to town.
I would just close my eyes.
I don't
and
care
think
how
of
long he
fucking
took. I
Hawaii.
wouldn't matter to me.
Yeah, just pretend it didn't happen and take the $1 million.
Yeah,
That depends
think-
on who's pitching and who's catching, but yeah.
I think more highly of myself than
doesn't
to
matter. at that
lower
point.
What's up,
myself to
RJ?
just
Yeah, because
accepting money
if
for
you
my
flex
body.
your hips, you're really fucking him,
Or,
right?
what's up, man?
Well, I respect that, Ellie.
Okay, so you guys,
That
I've got
sounded
like an
sarcastic.
important topic for us to discuss tonight.
I
I've got
do.
6 men on this panel. It's me and Allie,
You're the.
and I want
That's
to
not
discuss
6 men.
this
That's 2
topic with
women.
you guys.
That's correct.
Okay.
Wait, 1, 2, 3.
Clayton's County.
Clayton. So there's this representative in
Carry the
Pennsylvania, right?
2.
And he's decided that he's going to be introducing a bill inspired by Representative Kelly Cassidy that requires all inseminators to undergo vasectomies within 6 weeks of having their 3rd child or 40th birthday, whichever comes first.
I heard that.
That sounds unconstitutional as
No.
fuck.
Wait.
Not
So
constitutional.
even if they don't have any kids, once they reach 40, they need to get a vasectomy.
Yes.
That's
No.
stupid.
It's not
And this is in the state of
constitutional.
Pennsylvania, y'all.
It'll never pass.
Really?
Yeah.
Because we say that women can choose whether or not to have abortions or not. So
That's
I mean,
a
to
totally
be fair,
different,
Allie,
that's a
you're correct.
different-
It's wildly unconstitutional. doesn't mean it won't pass. It doesn't mean it won't.
I mean,
pass.
we're trying to force
God.
what do I call it? I can't say the word.
They can do whatever they manage to do.
True.
The second, if this passed, okay, the second that
Vaccines on
someone
people,
tried,
so
that's also unconstitutional. All you have to do is say no.
it's not unconstitutional.
Yes,
They've
it is.
actually deemed it that it's very legal for him to say that he can
No,
mandate those.
that's not true. All the
It is
so
true. It is
no,
true,
listen,
Allie.
listen.
That's
All
why
the
they're doing
so-called
it. That's why people are losing their jobs.
The government can do whatever they want.
all
I mean,
the
but that
so-called fact checkers have been saying that, but it's actually not constitutional. What they're doing is they're using OSHA. Okay, it's not a law. They're using OSHA and saying, "Hey, OSHA, you need to tell people that it is unsanitary if this occurs." OSHA is saying that they will oblige and do that.
Well, hold on.
It is not constitutional to enforce this. The
Okay,
president does
Allie,
not have the ability.
okay. Let me finish reading what it is he's wanting to put in this bill, and then we'll discuss it. Okay. He says his forthcoming bill will codify the definition of wrongful conception to include when a person has demonstrated negligence toward preventing conception during intercourse. And this legislation will allow Pennsylvanians to take civil action against inseminators for unwanted pregnancies who wrongfully conceive a child with them. And lastly, the bill will empower Pennsylvanians to enforce this prospective law by offering a $10,000 reward for reporting to the proper authorities those scofflaws who have not complied with this statute within the allotted time frame.
Holy shit.
Bitch, it's your
It's
pussy.
not-
Take some responsibility.
I thought Australia was bad.
Oh my
But
God.
this is on another level.
It's not constitutional, number one, and it's not
I agree.
enforceable, number two. It's not enforceable.
It is
Yeah,
if
but
they
when you
convince
It's
start
just
whoever
like
has
some
the
offering
shit
guns
people,
that
to
they
enforce
made
it.
up to do, and it's not. It's just like some shit like,
It's-
hey, let's look like we're busy. Let's write
But
this
when
bullshit
you
bill
start
and go through
offering
the
people,
actions and the rigmarole. That's all bullshit. Not
when
gonna
you
go
start
through.
offering people $10,000 that are hungry because they don't have a job anymore because they're being forced out of their work, don't you think women are gonna flock to this and be like, "Yeah, let's do this"?
This guy didn't use a condom.
Wait, I can't
he's
read
being
it.
negligent.
Hold on. What does it say? It will allow. First of all, what the fuck is an inseminator? Does that mean men?
It's a man.
That's me.
That's a man.
It's
But-
someone.
That's
It's a
Wolverine.
stupid word for
It's
a man.
someone who shoots
OASI.
ejaculate into a vagina and
I'm gonna
inseminates it.
I'm gonna
10K
refer
reward.
to every man as an inseminator from now on.
I am the
That's right.
inseminator.
Okay, so
I'll come back.
I have a better solution. I have a better solution for this. This is in response to all the abortion laws, right?
Right.
Okay, if they wanted to actually have a male version of abortion, okay, what they need to do is have an option where men, okay, when they get a woman pregnant, can opt out of being the father.
They have that.
No, they don't. Not
No.
Yes, they
legally.
do. Men
called
can
a
sign
baby-
their rights away.
it's
They
called a
don't have
baby
to be
daddy.
a father.
It's called a baby daddy.
It's almost impossible to do that in the United States.
It's a baby
No, it's
daddy.
not. No, it's not. All a man's got to do is go in, sign a piece of paper, say he doesn't want his rights,
Where?
and it's done.
Wait.
Where they will
Question.
force you. They will
No, they
force
won't.
men to do
Does,
that.
does
they
this
won't.
process also include the
What?
fact that she can never come after you for any
Yes.
money or responsibility?
Mine,
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
mine-
Once a man signs his rights away to his child, that's it. She cannot come after him for child support or anything else. All you gotta do is sign that piece of paper that says you do
But
not want the rights.
That
It's
to
really
sounds-
complicated
sounds
thing
like
because I
maybe
know
just in
two
Tennessee,
people. I know a
dude.
guy who's written off his rights to
Right.
to
But
two
he
of his
still has to
children.
pay
But then
child support.
Yep.
no, this guy doesn't pay anything.
No,
he doesn't
you
see
don't.
his
Once you
kids,
sign
he
your rights
doesn't
away,
do
that's it.
anything.
It's done.
That's the
But I
thing.
know
You don't get
somebody
to.
else
Go
who's
ahead,
forced
Matt.
to pay. I know somebody else who's forced to pay. So I don't know.
I
the
think it probably
situation
depends by the
between.
state or the situation. But
Yeah, but the guy
it's a
who
lot
wrote his shit
harder.
away, he doesn't pay anything. He doesn't get to see him. He doesn't want to. He wants to like let them do their own thing, you know. But
All
I
this
think
is
that-
going to do is lead to
I
more
back it.
single motherhood. That's all this law would do, and that's what they want. They want a slave class of single mothers.
Well, no, what they
I
want to
mean,
do is they want to stop people from having babies. Is what they want to do. They
yeah, it
want to
would
stop
just
people from having families. They want to stop
Yeah,
people
we
from
said the
being.
Wait.
same thing again.
Stop people from having babies and stop people from having families are wildly different things.
Two
it's
different
called
things.
human extinction. We're overpopulated. This is how we save Mother Earth. That's what they're
Eugenics.
thinking.
I thought the coof was
Agenda
like a
21.
population control disease that was put out there.
Yeah, that's right, man. That's what I'm thinking.
Because I don't
This
think
is
they
just
want. I don't think they want to cull the population. I just think they want the population that's coming next, like the next generations, to be more pliable.
the world's
And that's why you
population.
destroy the families.
Yeah.
But this law, if we were to look at it from a woman's like point of view, like it would be like telling a woman that she needs to get her tubes tied at like a
Exactly.
certain age.
They won't let
Or after
women
you've had a couple kids.
They won't let women get their tubes tied until they've had 2 children. I tried to do that when I was 18, and they said legally, nowhere in the United States will any doctor get your tubes tied until after you've had 2 children,
You gotta
That's
go
not
to
true.
Tijuana.
Damn.
or
That's not
if
true.
you turn 25,
We'll do it for you in Panama.
which I think is a little. It's weird, but also I kind of understand because it's harder to reverse than a vasectomy.
Yeah. So but
And
here's
most
Cabo
women,
Wabo
as
will
they
give you
get
the-
older, want to have. Most women start out not wanting kids, but as they get older, they feel that clock ticking, and they want to start having kids as they get closer to 30.
That's true.
100%.
That is true. I will agree with Ali on that because I've
Mm.
met many women that like in their early 20s did not want children, but by the time they hit that 30, they were like, "I need a baby. I need a baby daddy."
yeah. I mean, the
It's true.
closer you get to 40, the more the likelihood of you having a child with Down syndrome.
But men can have children throughout their entire life.
Yeah, up
Yeah,
until
boy.
as long as he can get a sniffy,
Inseminate.
you know.
Yeah, we don't have a shelf life. That's what's great.
Well, yeah,
Now, I
yeah.
have
We're
a
always
question,
we're
though,
always
like,
making new sperm.
for-
You're working with the
For
same
all the
old
guys
eggs.
on the panel, when
No,
a
Yeah, but
girl
I
women
feel like-
comes at you and
women
all
do
she-
make new eggs, Wolva. Women make
Wait.
some new eggs.
No,
What were you gonna say, Lola?
no, your eggs age as you age, and once you age out, that's it.
That's
Dude,
what I'm saying.
I
Like
looked
I
it up
have
a while
brothers,
ago.
and I feel like let's say my dad is a copy machine, and I was one of the first copies, and he was like 18 when they had me, but then he had my brothers when he was like in his 40s. So do you think that I got like the better copy?
I
would
kind of
think.
do.
You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah,
like
that's a
it's like a
hell of a
copy
way to
machine
look
that's
at it.
brand new compared to a copy machine
No,
that's like been
but-
making copies for like 20 years.
Am I doing my children a
You know what I mean?
disservice by not having any yet at
I'm like
32?
fresh creme, like fresh
No,
creme cum.
because sperm doesn't age like eggs do.
crap.
Now,
Yeah,
my
but the
question to
nuts
you
that are
guys
making the
is, though
cum.
is when you have a woman in her say early 30s to mid 30s that's like all she talks about is having a baby, does that freak y'all out?
No, I actually. Well, yes, there was this one girl I
Depends.
did not get
A little
with
bit.
because of it.
Yeah, you want to know. You want to have a conversation with that woman and make sure you're both on the same page as to what the hell this is.
Or that
Like-
you're able to like figure out what she's doing so you can manipulate the situation
I
to still
literally
get ass.
I recently had an experience with this woman she's in her early 30s, right? And all she talked about was having a baby. She didn't care who the father was. She didn't care where she got the man from. She just wanted a baby. And like
Hot.
to me, that creeped me out. I was like, dude, you shouldn't be wanting to get with someone just so that you can have a baby. That's weird. But at the same time, it's like I kind of understand because she's getting older and that biological clock is ticking, and she knows she has a set number of years that she can have a baby to, that's viable.
Yeah,
So
it's understandable.
it's weird and it's creepy and it's all fucked up. Like they have fucked up our reproductive system in so many ways.
The babies.
So, real quick, I still don't quite understand the law. Is it in Pennsylvania? Let's say theoretically, if it passes, right?
Right?
Any man after having his third child has to get a vasectomy, right?
Right.
Unless
Or
he's over 40.
is it unless he's over 40?
No. It's whether it's either or. So like if you have your third child, or
Uh-huh.
you hit 40, whichever happens first. So let's say that you're fixing to turn 40, right? And you have no kids, then they're gonna require you to have a vasectomy.
Fuck you.
It's basically forced castration.
Yeah.
Imagine a
Well, it
dystopian
is.
future.
You want
where,
my
like,
nuts? Come and get them.
Children of men.
Listen to me. As a married woman with 2 children, I'm very much against this because I feel that this is saying that they're telling you what you can do with your medical rights, and that's not okay.
My
I
body,
think
my choice.
let's say this
Yeah,
sort
what
of
happened
pass.
to that? What happened to my body, my choice?
Yeah, I think if this would pass, eventually they'll start telling women, hey,
That's for women.
once you hit 38, you can no longer have children because the likelihood of your child having Down syndrome is like doubled at that point.
They
That's
will
so sad.
never say that.
Right,
No,
but
They
it's
made
what
kind
they're
of
going
like
to try to do is they're going to try to use this to overturn
This
Roe v.
bill
Wade,
will not
and
pass.
they'll start making women start having abortions. Is what this will be.
That
Let
bill
me
will
ask-
not pass either.
Ali and Lola, I have a question for you.
What's
So
up?
say that like your dude, whoever you're saying, could be a husband, could be a boyfriend, whatever. Let's say that his
Could be the Uber driver.
his sperm, his cum, his balls are no longer viable. They're no longer potent. In other words, he's what do you call it when a dude can't have
Impotent?
children?
Infertile?
Impotent. Yeah. See, but you know, like on a subconscious level, even a man with impotent nuts, that can't be a turn on, right? Like even if you don't plan on having kids, it's like subconscious part of you, you know, always wants to procreate. It's like a deep biological embedded. That's
Well,
what
that's what we're
gets us up
designed to
in the
do,
morning.
right? That's what we're designed to do. We're designed.
So would that
to
make you
keep the
lose a
race
little bit of
going.
lust for your dude? Like, would you be like, what's the point? Like, at least on a subconscious level, even if you weren't, you know,
Wait,
really
I
thinking
walked
about
away.
it.
What make lose lust?
Dude,
If a man
that's
came
like
to you
you're
and he was
saying it's
giving
a
you popcorn but
subconscious
no
thing.
butter,
Well, yeah,
Say you
it's
have a guy,
Well,
Allie,
then
and
does
he's
that mean
impotent.
you
Would that
get
make
less
you
turned
lose
on?
lust for him?
Are you less turned on by a woman if she tells you that she can't ovulate?
if I'm looking to have children, yeah.
well, it's hard to say. Who knows, man?
Is that what you're doing
honestly?
when you're at the bar? You're like, I'm looking for children. Strictly, I'm looking for
There's a
children.
good dude. The only reason you're at the bar is because your body is like, hey, I need to Kangas Khan this shit. I need to
Oh,
procreate.
absolutely. Oh, I
When-
get,
You're-
I
when-
get the genetic
Matt's-
drive.
Matt's
get
also
the
the one
urge.
bringing in the bar into this. Clayton started with whoever your man is, your husband, your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Just
When
some
women are ovulating, they are naturally more feminine, which is more attractive to men.
They're also more horny too, for a reason.
Exactly.
guy. There's that. Yeah.
I agree with Flying Feline. Which, by the way, lady, you have the link if you want to come in and hang out. I've got one more spot open here. She
Who
said some
cares
women
if
do
some
not
women
want to
do
have
not want to have
children. That's
children?
true. Some women don't want to have children.
That's not what we're
true.
talking about.
Some
A
don't.
lot of them change their mind
Why
as
do
they
women
get older,
have to
though.
make this all about them? This is about men.
It depends on the dude.
What?
Like,
What?
Yeah, you know, I dated a girl who was she only had one
No,
ovary.
it's about
so she couldn't
both
have
sexes.
kids.
That's the problem here.
That
Is
was fine.
we're having a melding of the sexes here.
yeah, but if you had the choice, Matt, right?
Yeah.
Like, say you've got the chick with one ovary, and then you've got the other chick who's like, you know, she's busting to have kids. Well, not necessarily even busting. She's just like, it's like if you go in there without protection, there's a chance that you know you might end up creating a Matt Junior, right? Like a mini Matt. Even if you don't intend to, like that chick may look more attractive than the one ovary chick, right?
Maybe.
Like, dude, that's why we love like you know, that's why we dig the hip to shoulder ratio. Why we take note of that. That's why we look at the rosy cheeks and the red lips, and the you know the big boobies, because they're all like signs to us that this woman is going to be a good mother to our children.
I just think she
Right.
got some good DSLs, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it depends on where you are in your life and if you're aware of that.
And it's like, hey, man, how many times have you been with a woman, right? You've either just met or you've been seeing her for a few weeks, and she's like, just don't use the condom, don't worry about it. And it's like, if it wasn't for you, dude, if it wasn't for you thinking with your head, right, you'd be like, yeah, let's, like, it's so hard as a dude because you got to resist that temptation, because that woman, she is not gonna give two shits. She's gonna be in the moment, like, just do it, just let go, unload in me. It's true, man.
Yeah,
You've
you're
been there
like,
before.
It's happened.
yeah, buddy. That's
Like a
you have
sex
this little
demon takes over
conversation with
when
her. You're like, as you're like thrusting, you're like, "Are you on the pill? Are you on something?" And she's like, "Yeah, I am." And you're like, "All right, cool."
Yeah.
Ultimately, this law is not constitutional, but above that, it's not enforceable. If a woman went to the in how did they put it, authorities, and reported it to get her $10,000, it would go right to court, and it would either get thrown out or it would go to the Supreme Court, where it would be thrown out because it's impossible to prove.
I'd just be like, I didn't do it.
They're not going to get enough
It's
votes.
impossible
It's
to
not going
prove.
to pass.
Allie,
Yeah,
that's
it can't
legally
pass.
true, but that doesn't make it practically true. Because they could.
It depends.
All the government has to do is find some people who are in like positions
Well,
of
look,
police or
we
whatever
know.
who are willing
Hold
to
on,
enforce it.
They're
Because
gonna start small,
People
right?
that are wearing Depends wrote this.
They're
fucking
gonna
law.
start small, and they're using like the whole beer bug to do it, right? And then they're gonna step up, and they're gonna start like once you take one right away, they can take away any right. That's the problem here.
And in any case, all a man has to do is move out of the state.
Yeah, that's true. But
Yeah, but once one state adopts it, then other states start adopting it.
They won't adopt it.
Yeah,
Well,
they
it'll be
will.
on your Vax passport. Like on your
How
Vax,
much you
it'll
want
be a
to
little
bet you'll
sticker
start
that
seeing
says you had your
laws like
balls
this
clipped.
in California? You'll start seeing laws like this out in Washington.
10 years ago in Colorado, they threw around laws like this, and they didn't pass because it's not constitutional, it's not enforceable.
Yeah, but lots of things aren't necessarily
But
constitutional
we
that
have
they
a
bring in.
different administration in office now, so laws like this can pass. That's the problem.
Yeah. It's like, haven't you heard of the CIA? They do lots of illegal, unconstitutional shit.
Yeah, but not on U.S. soil, though, right?
Maybe. It depends.
Don't you think forcing a vaccination on people is unconstitutional?
So they're
Yes,
doing
it
that
is,
to you
which
guys
is
too,
why
huh?
But yet
not a
they're doing
law.
it. They're doing it. People are
It's not a
losing their
law.
jobs, losing their livelihoods, and everything
Yeah,
else.
and people are going to court and saying it is not constitutional. I should not have had to lose my job, and people are representing them for free, and they're winning.
Yes, Cavatina, MK Ultra.
You know, now that I think about it, the whole needing to be vaxxed or you getting fired is basically them telling, hey, let me poke you with this or you're fired.
That's the thing, they're not bringing it in as laws because they can't force people, but they can make life really difficult for you to live in
Which is
society.
what they're doing with those OSHA rules. They're going through OSHA, which is like, the workplace environment. So if they go in, they say, "Oh, your employees aren't vaxxed. Well, we can start fining your company $10,000 a day until all your employees are vaxxed." I mean, OSHA is fucking. They get you. They get you at the wallet.
That's why so many places are just having 99 employees instead of 100.
Yeah.
And as soon as they realize, okay, so there are so many places hiring right now because nobody wants to work. As soon as they realize that that's not sustainable, they're going to have to say, okay, everyone can work.
Yeah,
they're not little places aren't like Disney.
What up, Cappuccino?
That's exactly what I was saying. Harvey Weinstein.
Let's go,
like, that's
Brandon.
the point that I'm trying to make. Is like employers and bosses are legitimately telling their employees, "Hey, let me put this in your body, or you're fired." Like, what does that remind you of?
Harvey Weinstein?
There you go. Yeah.
If I could get the shot from the doctor from Cannonball
Reminds
Run,
me of my uncle.
I would do it.
What?
You remember the doctor from Cannonball Run?
Yeah, with the eyes.
Yeah, with the googly eyes and the fucking needle.
Look, I say if you want to put it in me, pay me $10,000.
Is that anything? I can put anything in you?
Well,
That's the rumor.
Can we inject it right into your
Just
butthole?
don't
My
force
uncle
me to get
asked.
vaccinated for free, dude. Or possibly even make me pay for it. Like, give me some kind of incentive. Damn it.
No, you're not. You're not putting some shit in my body that can cause blood clots. That can kill me.
Allie, did you post something that had some lady saying that she found like fucking Starro aliens inside her syringe?
Yeah, dude, but come on, man.
No,
That was I watched that, Ellie. It looked kind of like bullshit.
Yeah, it was mad bullshit. It was
Okay.
like, look, and it was like
It
clip
freaked
art
me out.
footage of an octopus or something.
I was like, man, if this is real, holy shit. But also, this seems like fictional.
You didn't hear that she found other stuff in there? It wasn't just this thing that moved.
I did. Yes, she found self-replicating
What up,
robotic parts. Do you hear that?
I don't think humans are that smart yet.
Self-replicating medical piece, like
it's like if they got that technology.
It was.
Yeah, like deep sigh and explain to us what she found.
Just put the shit in our drinking water. Make it easy.
From Shay's channel.
Hey, OASI, did you have another Uber story?
Side.
I do, but let me give you a palate cleanser. I actually wanted to share something with you guys.
Share some with us.
It is a page from.
If it's your penis, I can't.
Oh, is he shilling? Hold on, let's look.
Yeah, the page from.
Let everybody know.
Just point out, Bell Walker closes tomorrow.
Veil Walker, not to be confused with Veil Runner.
Or Void Walker.
Oh, look at that bug.
So yeah,
that looks like what Ali was saying was in the vaccine.
So this is a page from issue 2. We're actually changing artists. Our current artist for issue 1, for multiple reasons, dropped out of continuing with the series. But that opened the door for this gentleman.
Ooh, there's little faces on the knees.
Maybe. And by the way, just don't strike. These are eyes, everyone. These are eyes, okay?
That's disappointing.
Wait,
yeah, it is. I was like, are those nipples? That's fucking cool.
No, those are eyes.
He's already used to people thinking that they're nipples, which is why he decided to say it first.
Is there any way you could go ahead and just make them titties?
They look like nipples, man.
I mean,
change the story if they were titties.
I think they should squish
I like the zip.
No, I think they're eyes. For the sake of the stream, they are eyes.
Deal. For the sake of the stream.
Once it gets colored,
titties.
As far as Susan is concerned, their eyes.
Citizen Sinister says, "Titty monster."
That's exactly what we said when we first saw it. Because I did not design these myself.
It really resonates with titties.
But yeah, so yeah.
Well, I believe at least I believe only 2 are definitely titties.
It actually looks to me like a spider. Like I'm getting a spider vibe.
This guy right here.
He's got titties for eyes.
I don't like spiders. I've got arachnophobia.
I like the whole mouth thing with the hands, dude. That's pretty dope.
Yeah,
it reminds me of like a really freakish anime that I once watched.
Cough it up, Wolverine. Cough it up.
Yeah. So, I wanted to share that.
No, that looked like a really freakish like anime that I once watched. That was like
a hentai.
Okay. So like my favorite anime is called Nemesis, Daughters of Ren, and like this guy,
nice.
He has like a throne made out of women.
I like that.
That's where it should be.
How do you spell that?
That's Billy's office. It's all made out of women.
It's Nemesyne.
I'm sitting on a woman right now.
There you go. See, he knows where it's at.
But he skinned women. He skinned women and he made a throne out of them.
Oh no, not like that.
I thought you meant like alive.
No, they're like all like melded together. So you've got like this whole like titty throne.
I was all excited that it was like a human furniture type deal.
Yeah, that throne would be all cold. They need to be alive. Keep that shit warm.
Watch Nemesis, Daughters of Ren. You
And
you
supple.
people would like it. Y'all are just that freakish.
You
Y'all would like it.
people.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
people.
what
Daughters
do you
of
mean by
Ren.
you people?
What do you mean, you people?
I don't mean it like that. Come on.
What do you mean, you people?
How you gonna come to a brother like that?
No, hold on.
Oh, Lord.
Hold on. I am
Well,
from the South, okay? When I say you people, I mean the weirdos that are into that freaky shit that I'm talking about.
Yeah, all y'all over there.
Yeah, because Lola's not into anything freaky.
I'll show Corey this.
Oh, no,
You'll
I'm
love
into
it.
all the freaky shit. Come on.
I just
Oh
So,
wow,
saw
this
are
is like
you-
hentai.
So you are also us people?
Yeah, I'm us people.
I just saw Wolverine's name.
Took you a while. Yeah.
That's
It
it.
does look like some freaky
I'm
shit.
trying not to look at your screen too much. Your
Check
chest
it
makes me
out. It's really good.
uncomfortable.
You'd like it, Clayton.
Don't fight it, baby. You can't do it.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna check it out.
that
Yeah,
one nipple that's not covered up. You're
exactly.
just like an eyeball staring at you.
That's definitely a nipple, not an eyeball.
It's literally the hairy eyeball. Yeah.
Oh God.
All right, OASI had another story for us. Tell us, OASI.
Yeah, follow that.
All right. Okay. How do we follow up the hairy nipple? So this one.
The hairy butthole.
Well. all
Wait, if
right.
we get a hairy nipple story, I got one after this. So go ahead.
No,
Lola
I
has
don't have
hairy
any.
nipples?
I don't have any hairy nipple stories.
Thank
so
God.
This is
What about
probably
the hairy foreskin?
What?
Hairy
Does he
foreskin.
exist?
How far up does that bush go, bro?
Look, we're not
it's
telling
like-
stories. We're not telling
It's
stories
like
about
curly
me.
hair at the base, but at the tip it's like long.
We're not telling
It's like
stories
straight.
about me when I was waxing men's genitals. Okay, that's for another night.
It's like
I'm sorry,
hair
what?
from your head.
So wait,
What?
Ali, question.
Huh?
I heard that some men get excited and coom when they're getting waxed.
No,
Did you ever have that happen to you?
no, but they do get hard.
But okay.
Why the fuck would any man go and get waxed?
There are a lot of reasons that men get waxed, Lola.
Because they are fucked up.
Because they don't want dingleberries. Okay?
No, honestly,
I love how
a lot of
Jason muted and Will is just quiet. Like
No.
we're not talking about this.
I feel like Will's avatar is the perfect expression of how he's feeling right now.
Bye, hockey.
No, I was
Lola,
shaking a white
a
pen,
lot-
so I muted myself.
Bye, Hoggy.
A lot of these men were actually in the military, and they didn't like having hair under their uniforms because it got really hot and itchy.
That makes sense, I guess.
It would get really like prickly.
Yeah,
like
it
a day
would.
later though.
No,
It still
no,
gets
that's
itchy. That shit
shaving,
gets
you
itchy when it
weirdo.
grows back.
No, that's shaving,
Yeah,
not
you
waxing.
weirdo.
Well, I've never waxed before.
Waxing is
Wax on? Wax
Lasts
waxing
longer.
lasts longer, and the hairs actually grow out not as thick. So the more you do it, the thinner and finer that your hair gets, because you're actually damaging the hair cuticle. I went to school for this. I paid $25,000 to do this shit. I'm a medical esthetician.
Are you
Okay.
not doing it anymore?
Well,
so-
I did it out of my home, but then when COVID happened, people stopped wanting to
Okay.
come. I didn't do male genitalia at my house, okay? I did that out of a salon. You
They
weirdo.
had a special for the foreskin.
I
You're
don't
the
know
one
that
who
I
said
can
you did it at
handle
your
touching
house.
people's
I
junk
did
all
facials and stuff and like chicks at my house.
This video brought to you by Manscaping.
You can't
Yeah.
say facials on this channel, Ellie.
Why not? I went to school for it.
Because
You went to school for what, Ali?
somebody explain to
I'm
her
an
what a facial
esthetician.
is.
You went to school
She
for
knows. She knows what
Facials
a
and
facial
microdermabrasions and stuff.
No.
Yeah.
Like Wolvo is freaking out right now because you said facial and it has a sexual
No, it fucking doesn't. Shut up. This isn't
Do you
one
know?
of those
Do you know
things
what
you're
the
making
sexual
up.
version of a
You're
facial is?
making it
Ali?
up. You're making
No,
it up.
No,
it's a
explain to
real
her
thing,
Clayton what a
Allie.
facial is in the sexual realm.
It's
Wait,
when a
Ali,
dude
you really don't
splooges
know?
all over your
You don't know?
face.
I hear it's good for the skin.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Well, it's protein.
It's when you get hosed down on the face.
With super salty hot.
I refuse to believe that that's a real thing.
It's true, man.
It's
This
totally
thing's a
real
thing
thing.
for like
It's
Porn.
absolutely
decades
true.
upon decades. That's been a thing.
It's a
That's
classic maneuver.
Allie, it's not like all of us are lying to you right now. That's
Dude,
that's
No,
a
let me
thing.
tell you,
you've done
whenever
it
a guy
before.
meets you and
Hold
you're
on,
wearing your
hold on, hold on.
glasses, he's thinking about blasting it all over your glasses.
Allie, have you ever watched porn?
I try not to.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a yes.
That
That's a
explains
yes.
why she doesn't know what a facial is, y'all.
Yeah.
Hey, I
if
try
you wear
not to as
glasses in
well.
porn,
Porn
you're
is
gonna get cum on
awful.
them.
I hate
I try
porn.
not to, but
It's
it doesn't
gross.
work for very long.
Why? What is even the point of porn? Like, oh, I'm watching other people do things. How exciting!
That's
I'd
like
rather do
football.
better.
You know, you watch football
That's
a little bit.
exactly what it is. That's
I'd rather do
exactly.
better things with my time. Like, I don't know, work on my book or go outside. You know.
I mean, all
stuff
of
like
those
that.
things are fun.
Weights,
Have you ever watched porn outside?
canoe,
I don't know.
Oh.
I was a 16-year-old kid at
weave
one point.
baskets.
That's all I
Oh,
want to point
God.
out. I was a 16-year-old kid on the internet.
That's
Like, the
gross.
internet was a new Wild West for me.
What?
Will, what is your opinion on porn?
Huh?
I said,
What
Will,
is my
what is your
opinion on porn?
yeah?
Will's an
I
intelligent
nurture
man.
and cultivate
I think
honey.
it makes you weak. It makes you docile. It makes
See?
you practically into a woman and
Yep.
useless to women.
That
Yep.
explains so much about me. I say I'm useless all the time, but
And it's a
my
weapon
woman
of
doesn't believe me.
it's also a weapon of political control.
I'm sorry. Explain.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Well, I'll give you
Buckle up,
I'll give you a small example. I mean, do you guys want to hear it, or you just want to get?
Yeah,
No, he
fuck
wants
yeah.
to
No,
know
dude.
it. Tell it,
No.
Will.
No, hold on. In
Will,
Will's defense,
barrels.
we're all
Let him
like
have it.
16-year-old boys in high school right now. Okay.
This is
except for Will and
interesting.
I.
Look, they
Well,
just want your fluids.
We're
Tell 'em,
constantly
Will.
told that
Give me
sexual liberation is liberation and it's freedom, right? And pornography must be an ultimate expression of freedom
Okay.
because it's sex on film, right? You know, you're expressing yourself or whatever the bullshit they feed us. So if that's the case, in 2008, when the Intifada happened in Israel and the Israelis invaded the West Bank, what they did was that they planted snipers on all the roofs, told the Palestinians to get back in their houses, and said, if you come out, we're going to shoot you, took over the TV station, and broadcast hardcore pornography to all their houses. Now let me ask you something. Were they
That's
fucking
gnarly.
liberating the Palestinians?
No, it's straight up torture. That's like
No, they're saying, sit in your house and jerk off so you don't bother us while we're taking over your country.
That's a good incentive.
You know what I mean? Because
You live on a prison. You live in a
jerking
prison
off makes you
colony.
docile.
It does, yeah. So does having sex, though.
Well,
Wait, why is Flying Feline talking about Peter Steele?
who's Peter Steele?
Oh
Wait,
God.
is that a performer?
You could say he was a performer, yes.
Hmm.
So
Not
yeah,
everyone listens to Typo Negative, Allie. He's the lead singer. He was the lead singer of Typo Negative.
I'm in
He's
Will.
classy.
I'm in Will's camp, though. It
but don't you talk about going like
makes men
off and like doing stuff to Peter Steele?
What?
Yeah, I've seen you comment about like
How hot he
having
was?
to walk away for a minute because like someone mentions Peter Steele or like post a picture of Peter Steele.
Do you understand what jokes are? I mean, I
Crosby,
know
Steele,
you're a
and Nash?
chick, but like,
Holy shit! You did not just ask me that, Allie.
But wait a second. Okay, serious question for Will and
Crosby,
Allie.
Steele, and Nash.
Yes.
When you have sex, like
Yes.
like I feel like even more docile than when I jerk off because it's like physical like activities and whatnot. Like it's more than just moving my hand around. It's like the whole body's involved. So like I'm even more exhausted after that.
Wait,
How
am
does
I
your brother
getting way
feel?
more information than I need about you right now, Clayton?
Yeah, but you have a baby, Clayton. You have a product of that.
But for a long time, that was not the goal.
he's not
Right,
saying
and you
it
won't,
just
and
makes you
and
tired.
and if you continue to do that, you won't show up for the future. You won't have kids.
Well, yeah, I mean, but like if
I'm done having
I would
kids.
have so many children right now.
Wolverine
Will,
is showing up for the future. He has 2 kids, and you have 1.
Like I would have like 10 children by now. if
Right, and you would have 10 children that would show up for the future, as opposed to everyone else jerking off and not showing up for the future.
And
So
yet I
it's
probably
important
watch more
for me to
porn
be
than
showing
all
up
of
for
the
the
rest of
future.
you
I don't
combined.
understand
Yeah.
that. Why?
Think of the
important for you to have
future.
children.
Think of the future.
Why?
Jets.
So they could have kidney
Jets of the
disease
future.
and live a
Jets of the
horrible
future.
life.
No.
That's torture, man.
Think of the
I
future.
pass that on.
Why would we want more
Jason.
Jasons in the world?
Because they could very well have kidney disease.
Just
Yeah,
pass it on
anything can
anyway.
happen to your children.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't want to have kids.
Well,
Send me
you
the
know,
blueprints.
Then great.
your
Then the worst
genes,
people on the planet have kids or don't.
your genes are supposed to improve with the iterations of you. So ideally, my child will be, more symmetrical, taller, more
Jason.
attractive.
Really depends on who you have them
bullshit. I'm
with.
shorter than my
Crackling,
father.
dude.
Hold on, I
didn't
gotta
believe
ask
that.
all of you on this panel right now: have any of you
And I probably
ever
won't.
taken a biology class?
Oh
What do you mean?
God, not this again.
Why are you asking, Lola?
Yeah, in high school.
I'm just curious if anyone on this panel knows how biology works
But I don't understand how it's relevant.
because it's part of it.
Tell
No,
us
but
how it
I don't
works.
get it. Are you using biology to address what I said, or just in general?
She's
Just
gonna
in
come
general.
from a place of authority. So go ahead. What is she?
Just in general, Will.
I am the biology class.
Well, please go.
Because if you think about it, like, okay, so women have a certain amount of eggs, right?
Oh God.
But
Like 12?
hold on, Allie, why is that? Oh God.
No,
12
keep
grade
talking.
A eggs.
When a woman
Hey.
gets off, it doesn't necessarily mean that she's releasing eggs or anything like that. What I'm saying is like it's a release of tension of the mind, of emotions, of it's a lot more to it than just
That's not biology,
Wait,
man.
that's an interesting. You'd say that a release of what? Say that again.
emotion
And tension.
and tension.
Okay.
But when a man does it,
check the private
it
chat
is
whenever you'd like.
his biology that's released, right? So,
So-
like
It
that's
is.
the difference.
So the
But
purpose
also,
of sex
And
is
a
to release
man has
tension.
an unlimited supply where a woman has a limited supply.
Not true.
well, Will, if I don't release
That's very
tension,
true,
man,
Ellie.
I just
just
get
That's why
so
linked it.
women go through
cranky.
menopause.
I just linked it.
Wait a minute. You get cranky, so you get docile, Clayton.
Well, I get cranky if I don't release tension. I'm like just walking around horny constantly, and I
Yeah,
can't
but-
focus.
But oh
I
no,
can't
it's
make
funny.
plans.
You're
Clayton's
walking
like,
around
I'm doing
horny.
this spigot and everything.
That's interesting. You're walking around. You're doing things. As
But I'm not
opposed to
walking
sitting
in a
at home
straight
doing
line.
nothing.
I'm just delirious with
Hey,
horniness.
on that note,
I think you're reading into that, Will.
He's like looking at kangaroos and shit. He's so horny. He's like,
It's true, dude. You can get to that point if you're starved for sex.
you
I'm
just want
just
to
saying.
fucking,
Yeah, if
They
you
got
if
two
you
legs, 2 arms. They
he
walk
just wants to
upright.
fucking knock a
if you're
kangaroo
just
out and nut
watching
in its
porn-
fucking pouch.
You
if
start
you're just
looking at
watching
that
porn all the
pie.
time, then yeah, you're gonna be preoccupied with that. But if you're not watching porn all the time, it goes away.
who can read
That's-
this?
Hmm.
I know Dios mío, but what is el queso viejo mojoso?
My
Wilton.
God, the cheese is old and I think
Moldy?
wet, and yeah, maybe
Mozo is
Probably
rusty.
The
Rusty.
cheese is old and moldy.
I gotta head off, guys. It's been a lot of fun.
Oh
Thanks
no, you're
so
not
much
running
for
away,
having.
Clayton. You stay
No,
right here.
Clayton, you don't get to
No,
run
I
away
d-
from this. Come on,
Dude,
man.
I
He's
don't
gotta
want to
go
run
jerk
away.
off.
I don't want to run away. We're like
Clayton's
an
gotta
hour
go drink some
behind.
coffee.
We're an hour behind
Get your coffee.
than what we normally are.
I want you to
So
drink
it's like,
it very sensually in front of me.
now I got to be a dad.
Yo, yes,
Oh,
see,
go-
you're
go
dad.
Oh,
You're.
so
be a
you had to
dad.
bring kids
I'm
into
very
it,
proud of
didn't
you, Clayton. You're a
Go be a
legend.
dad.
Thank you, Will.
You
Yeah,
got
I-
Matt Barr. He's a legend. You got
I
Wolverine. He's a
procreated.
legend.
You procreated. You put another one of you Bartons
Jesus,
out into the
Will?
fucking world. How dare you?
Fuck yeah.
Am
No,
I not a legend for not
it's
having any
mine.
kids?
I'm not. I don't have children. I'm not a legend. I'm right there with you.
All right.
Good night,
All right.
Clayton.
I'll catch
I'm
you guys
not.
later.
I'm not mad at you.
Clayton,
Oh,
Hey,
good.
thank you
I'm
so
not
much.
mad at you either, Allie. You're the
Okay,
best.
good.
Night,
But
Clayton.
I'm
Catch you guys
also.
later.
I'm also
here.
bending the knee to legends.
Number love.
Me and Clayton got to exchange camera setup
Fluids?
information.
What?
No.
Now,
Skeet,
OASI,
skeet,
didn't you
skeet.
have another story for us?
I do. This one.
Tell us your stories, brother.
All right.
Lola,
So,
check the private chat.
What if I don't want to?
You're afraid to be wrong.
Your ovaries can grow new eggs, Lola.
My ovaries can grow new legs.
eggs,
Eggs.
not
Yes,
legs.
legs.
Well, technically, the ovaries that it turns into legs. and other
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean, among
Like a
other shit,
tadpole.
yeah,
You know
legs.
what? Men can give birth. How about that?
Matt Barr.
Oh my
I can give
god.
birth out of my butthole.
That's a
Matt
false
Barr.
equivalency.
What's
I
up,
feel
buddy?
I've done that a few times in life. Yeah.
I just wanted to say Matt Barr. Nice to
Matt
see you,
Barr.
Matt Barr.
Matt Barr. What's up, Jojo Berdormo?
How you doing?
I'm
What
chilling.
the hell is Takumi talking about?
Sitting
I
here
don't
working.
think Tokame is actually
In the
talking
private
about
chat.
anything other than like liquor is
Tokumi is high.
expressing from his body in the form of words.
I don't think Tokumi gets high. Do you, Tokumi?
No, I think he's a drinker.
He's drunk. He said earlier that he was really drunk.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
And
I
if
was
you
like, I
try
don't
to
think
read
he gets
anything he
high.
said in chat all fucking night, it proves that he's not lying.
Can I ask you a question, Wolverine? I've always been curious. I've never asked this.
What's up, Michael T?
Yes, sir.
How many cigarettes you go through?
A stream.
I have no fucking idea.
Really? Like,
Many.
'cause I don't think I've ever not
Many.
seen you with a cigarette.
I roll my own, so I don't really have a measurement going on.
Like, how many bags do you go through?
A day.
Oh my
That sounded
gosh.
horrible. What the
What the fuck?
What was that sound?
That was about
Wolverine.
4 or 5 thoughts, all trying to cram out first.
That was Wolverine dying inside.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
yeah.
That was him realizing he goes through like 4 bags of tobacco a day.
That was the lung cancer saying so many. So
Yeah, they're-
many.
They're like
Damn,
his the
Allie.
That was
probiotic.
the asthma scars speaking.
Didn't you ever see that X-Files episode where the guy was made of cancer and all his little individual
Yeah.
cancers
The
like
iodine
new
tub.
men? Yeah.
It makes it a lot harder, Will, to even guess because I'm a chain smoker.
Hey, Matt Barr, are you drawing anything tonight while we're talking here?
I am. I'm working on Rock and Roll Ninja right now.
Yay!
Show us.
Rock and roll ninja.
Do you have anything you can show us
Just
at
show
all?
one panel.
Rock and roll ninja.
Rock and
I
roll
could.
ninja.
I guess I could show what I'm doing. It's not a fun page. It's
Hold
like
on.
a
I mean, you don't
talking.
have to show rock and roll anything at this point, brother.
I gotta excuse myself. Hang on a second.
I haven't seen some Matt Barr art in a little bit.
He's being very secretive lately.
Yes.
Now, I did see the
See, I'm
Fracktober
sharing.
that you did.
Nice work, man.
That is awesome.
So this is them working.
Your style is so fun.
I'm looking forward to
fun.
Rock and Roll Ninja, and every time I see you in a chat, like I sing Rock and Roll Ninja, Rock and Roll
Rock and roll
Ninja.
ninja.
And a funny thing. So this guy, Angel, is he's gay, and he's always in a loincloth. Like it doesn't say anywhere. It's not mentioned. It's not commented. But whenever he's like in the village or they're training, like all the other guys have their like training gis on. But Angel is always in a loincloth. Like, and you get to see his ass too in a couple of shots where he's like jumping and throwing like ninja stars, and his ass cheeks are out.
Maybe it gives him better aerodynamic.
Yeah. So I'm just drawing all the little guns and stuff. There's like M16s because this is like their supply room. So I'm just kind of
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
It's awesome.
super exciting. Super
Ninjas
exciting.
that use like guns.
Yeah,
If I have
that's you
a
gotta
mod
read
in the
you gotta read the
chat-
comic book.
Remember, Ali, they're rock and roll ninjas.
Yeah.
Rock and rollers use guns? I thought they used music.
Maybe ninjas use rock and roll
instruments.
in the form of guns.
If I have
Oh.
a mod in the chat, please drop the link to Rock and Roll Ninja so people can go on back.
I got a wrench, but I don't got a link.
The link should be common knowledge by now.
It's fucking Rock and Roll Ninja.
Hey,
It's Rock and Roll Ninja. Come on, people. You should all know it by heart.
What's up, Finn? I love Lord Sinatra. You guys watch Lord
What up,
Sinatra?
Lord Sinatra? What's up, man?
Like, his streams are fucking awesome.
It's fucking sweet.
Yeah, I like Lord Sinatra. He's a good dude.
His
Cracks
music
me up
is
every
pretty
time.
funny too.
No, like... Anyway, OASI, you had a story for us. Tell us another Uber story,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yes.
You
so
keep
I will-
dodging.
No, I'm not dodging. It's just I'm trying to figure out a way how to let you guys know who the person was without actually saying their name, because they are.
Just
We're
put
not
it in
live.
the
You can just say
private
the name.
chat.
It's fine.
Superstar.
Yeah,
No,
we're not
no.
live. It's just us on this panel right now.
Put it in
Nah.
the private chat.
Nah, okay. So I think you guys, some of the guys might know who she is. So, anyways, so I am still doing Uber, South Beach, around the same year. I think this is maybe 3 months after the doctors from New York, 3 or 4 months after. I think it was a Saturday night, not a Friday, and I go to, I would say about mid beach. So I'm not sure again how many people are familiar with South Beach, but it's like divided into like South Beach, Mid Beach, and then North Beach. So I go to Mid Beach, pick up an older white guy, a little Asian ting. I think she was like, she could have been Hawaiian. I'm not sure exactly what she was. And then there was
They
these
all look the
two.
same.
Jesus.
Damn, Jason.
I didn't say that. And then
I didn't say that.
He didn't deny it, but he didn't say it.
Anyway, I was just kidding. Go ahead.
and then these two white girls. So as they're getting
Oh,
in
they
the
look the same
car,
too.
one of the
Also, all look the same.
Yes,
they're fun. So
they're fun.
as they're getting in the car, one of the white girls, I'm like, I've seen her somewhere before. I can't put my finger on it at first. Whatever, I'm driving. I don't want to be that guy who's staring. So as we're driving down Ocean Boulevard, or well, it's Mid Beach, so it was Collins Avenue. So as we're driving down Collins Avenue, going back to South Beach, the guy who's driving is like, "Hey, go straight down Collins Avenue. Do not get on the highway." And I was like, "Hey, the ride is going to be longer." He's like, "Yeah, that's my point." And I was like, "All right, we'll do it." So I'm riding down Collins Avenue. The little Asian teen says, "Hey, can I jump in the front seat with you guys?" Because one of the girls was sitting in the front seat. And I'm like, "I'm sorry, what?" So she's like, "I'm just going to jump in the front." So she kind of goes through the two seats and sits on the lap of the girl in front, that's riding next to me. So I'm kind of ignoring what's going on. I'm like, all right, these people are clearly drunk. I'm not sure what's going on. Whatever. Next thing I do, next thing I know the little Asian girl's holding onto my bicep, and as I look over, her skirt is like up to her waist, and the other girl that's in the front seat is playing with her little bean. So I'm like, okay, so this is what we're doing, and they're like,
Her
don't pull
wait,
up
what? Her
her
what?
Her
bean,
bean. She was flicking her bean.
flicking her bean.
Is
Do we
that
have
a
to spell it
a
out? I don't.
eufemism
Jesus.
for her
Holy
shape?
mother of all
No,
that is
Fuck
good and
me,
pure.
Dad.
Shut up.
Ellie. It's another way of saying that she was going
Masturbating.
down on her.
She was
She
Sorry,
was
playing with her.
manually
Somebody else
Flicking the
touched
manipulating her
her
bean,
clitoris.
clitoris.
masturbating.
sorry, I don't
The other
watch.
girl's going down on the
I'm
other
sorry,
girl.
I don't watch porn.
You
Jesus.
don't have
It's
to.
not a
Holy.
porn thing. It's
Oh,
It's not a
You
jeez.
have
porn
a
thing. It's
bean,
being
been called
outside
a
of
Allie.
bean
maybe
for
it's just being outside of
eons.
Florida.
I've never heard anyone call it a bean. That's
It's
weird.
called flicking your bean, honey. It's called flicking your
It's
Jesus
bean.
Christ.
it's an
Oh my god.
amazingly common
Anyway,
expression.
keep going
It
on,
is.
OASI.
Excuse
Keep
me
going,
for
my brother.
asking for
I want to
clarification.
no, hold on. I want to
We
know
will
what
I'll
I want
never
to know what's
fucking
going on with
talk
this
again.
Asian chick.
No, we will clarify all of
Lies.
your questions, Ali. I didn't believe that you didn't know what a bean was. I thought it was a little roll, but okay, we got it.
I did.
So the girl in the front seat, one of the two white girls, is flicking the little Asian ting's bean. Okay, she's holding onto my arm, looking me dead in the eyes as we're driving down Collins Avenue at like 20 miles an hour because I'm like, I don't know if I should look at her eyes, at her bean, or at the road. I'm like, okay. And as we're driving, she grabs my hand. I'm helping her flick her bean now. I'm like, great, this is what I'm doing. So I start to hear clapping from the back seat. And I'm like, are they giving us a standing ovation? No. The girl that was in the back seat with the older white guy is riding him cowgirl in my back seat. Mind you, I had a brand new BMW at the time, so I did not know how to react to this. There was an
Oh,
old white guy's
jeez.
ass on my seat, right?
Oh
Oh.
my god.
So I was like, oh my God, whatever. So, but as I look in the rearview mirror, see what's going on, I see a tattoo on the girl's ass. And I'm like, that's where I recognize her from. She was a
Porn.
performer. Yes, she was a performer. So this goes on for a while. A bunch of crazy raunchy shit happens.
We need specifics,
Okay,
OIC.
so I would say halfway. The thing is, I didn't know how many. I didn't want to go into like super specifics. But okay, so I get head from the little Asian thing, right?
Legal.
Legal head. There was no payment. There was no payment
Well, I
Oh, I
involved.
meant
think he meant
legal.
legal teen.
Yeah, you keep saying Asian teen. You might want to say
Oh,
legal Asian
thing.
teen.
Yeah.
Thing,
Yeah.
thing.
Thing. This Asian
Asian
thing.
Oh,
thing.
thing. Oh, I thought you were saying
Thing.
teen.
That
Yeah,
I
I'm
I
didn't
like,
know
heard
if it was a
yeah.
thing
girl
too.
or a boy.
He wasn't
Yeah.
a teen. No, it was thing.
A
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
So
Go ahead.
so you're not sure what it was?
Poor OASI. He's like, I've never told these stories out in the public before.
There's this Asian thing. I don't know. It could have been a
No,
Mogwai. I don't know what it
no,
was.
no, no. Here's the thing. I
Could have been
say
a
it like
fucking
Drake.
gremlin.
So see,
It
who
was
listens to Drake?
Gizmo.
It was Gizmo. So
Nobody listens to Drake. Okay,
I'm
Drake
flicking the
calls up.
bean. This Gizmo's blowing me.
We love you, OASI. We love you. Hey, everybody, you should go back to Bill Walker right now.
Segue.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So here's what happened. So
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
we rode down Collins Boulevard, eventually we start to get closer to South Beach. Cops pull up behind us.
Oh, shit.
So, but they weren't after us. They were looking. I guess they pulled up behind us. They kind of rolled behind us for a little bit, and then they kind of sped past. Like everybody was ready to like jump out the car immediately, and I'm like, "Yo, that would be the worst thing to do right now." Everybody's half naked as I'm driving. So eventually, we pull up to the guy's apartment on South Beach. Beautiful apartment, luxury stuff. The guy's like, "Listen, man, here's $100. Thanks for the ride. Also, I have 3 footy tanks to deal with, and 1 wiener. Do you want to come upstairs, have a few drinks, and enjoy the rest of the night?" And then I got a good look at the lady with the tattoos on her ass's face, and I was like, "I know exactly who that is. Yes, I will not pass up this opportunity." Right? So we went upstairs, and shit got pretty raunchy. It's so you guys want details? Like
Of course we want details. What are you leaving
I'm still
us
waiting to
hanging
know who
for?
this performer was.
You could type it in the private chat.
you guys can't say.
Nobody will say that. If
I'm
people
waiting.
even know
I'm,
who
like,
she
sitting on
is,
the
you know what I
private
mean? We may not even know who
He
she is.
can't let everyone know because this is his first film credit.
I wouldn't be surprised if it got recorded. I'll be honest.
Wow.
And
Man.
as Wolverine Googles her.
Yeah. I
Yes,
haven't been
Billy, it was
fluent
Betty
with.
White. It
Careful
was
with-
fucking Betty White.
Careful with the reflection of your glasses. There you go.
Billy says Betty White?
No, it wasn't Betty White.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Why wouldn't you, like, come on. You know
What's wrong
you
with
want
Betty White?
Betty White's everybody's, like, fantasy. Come on.
I would definitely. I mean, does she still lubricate at her age?
You would have to.
No, you have to have, like, a freaking gallon of Astrogloss.
I know
Probably.
a girl who looks a lot
She's Betty
like
White.
this
Of course she
girl.
does. Come on.
So yeah. So we got to the guy's apartment at like I think it was 1:30 in the morning. I didn't leave until I think it was 6 in the morning because, and I almost said her name. The girl could perform. So it was a good time. Hot tubs were involved. The guy had like 3 bedrooms, and yeah, it was.
My question is, did you get paid well for that ride?
I only got $100 tip for dropping them off, but then I guess the real tip was.
Yeah.
The friends you made along the way, yeah.
Exactly. That was
The beans you got to flick along the way.
So yeah. So, but from my understanding, all 4 of them were actually performers.
Wow.
So that was I felt like a noob. I would say that I felt like a noob. They knew what they were doing. So.
How long were you
the
an
other
Uber
one.
driver?
About a year.
Just those 2 nights.
The only 2 nights. No, about a year. About a year.
So
And it
how
was
do you
the most.
go? How do you go from doing something like that to wanting to make a comic?
No. So I've always wanted to make a comic.
Okay.
Uber was so I ended up moving to South Beach. South Beach ended up being a lot more expensive than I thought it would be.
Yeah,
Which is more exciting.
Right, but it was a lot more expensive than I thought it would be. So I ended up having to Uber just to make sure I wasn't living, paycheck to paycheck while trying to pay, 3 different artists for a comic book, which at the time it was, Sajada Delso and then my colorist Leo. So, it was pretty expensive to keep all that up. So I was Ubering. But now that I don't live on South Beach anymore. I'm a freer man.
Right.
Is all of your team on your comic, are they all from that area or?
No, so my preview comic, they were all from Miami, besides the colorist.
Okay.
And then Adelso, who's working currently, I think, on Spawn Universe. He had to. I mean, he couldn't make it for this particular book because he had prior contracts. So it's just Sajad, who is from Miami, and then Leo, who's from Spain.
You understand, OASI, you're new to all of us, and so like you're exciting to us. We're like, ooh, let's like get to know all about this one. Like you understand that, right?
Yeah, and the first thing I go and tell everybody is about my sexcapades while I was driving
Well,
Uber.
that's what this channel does.
Yeah,
They
that's what we
force
do
you to
here.
tell.
That's what we do.
They. Well, I don't. You get forced to tell your like dirty secrets, I guess.
Look. Last show I did on this channel, Ink Spots made up a whole song based around Will's sex life. So
Ink's awesome.
Yeah.
if that tells you anything about what we do here.
That new hit single, Why Did You Fuck Me?
Exactly.
So Wolverine, I'm guessing you saw who I was speaking about, and that's why you're like, bro, what's up with the secrecy? Just say it.
No, well, technically, I was asking why the secrecy because I was debating on fulfilling a buddy's request to know or not.
Oh no.
I prefer,
Like I wasn't gonna push you to say it on the stream.
Yeah.
I was just like he wanted to know in DMs.
Ah man, can your buddy keep a secret? Ah man, the more people who know, the only people who can keep a secret are
Like,
people
is
who
it a
can't talk.
legal issue
Yeah, the
or are
only
you
way to
just
keep a
like
secret
being a
is if you
gentleman
don't
and
tell
shit?
it.
I'm she's an actress or she's a performer, so I don't know if it's so much about being a gentleman, but I personally don't.
You're just
kiss and
better off
tell.
not saying, man.
I
He
just
doesn't
I don't
want
kiss
to
and
tell, so he doesn't want to tell. So let's not tell.
No, it's fine. It's legitimately, even though she's a performer and she does this for a living, I just don't want to kiss and tell.
That's fair.
Not how I roll, you know.
He had a good night. Okay.
That's why I was asking. See?
Pardon me.
Yeah.
My
She
question is, did you come?
I coomed many
There's just some
times. I
things
mean,
you don't talk about in public, Lola.
Come with
No,
That's
I
not
don't-
one of them.
That's not one of them. Yes.
Be
Lola,
like,
they were-
fuck yes, all
they were-
night, goddammit.
They were
That's from Mallrats.
performers.
Come on now.
They knew all the tricks.
I love how like Matt and Will and Allie are just completely muted. They're like,
Well, they're
yeah,
probably
whatever.
talking to each other in DMs.
What? You guys can't hear me?
Like, in their minds, it's like, how do we go from telling these people not to do porn to this guy under me on the stream is performing with porn stars? Like, yeah, it happens, man. I'm sorry.
Come with me.
No, Will and Allie bring the what's the word I'm looking for?
What? Are they the new hot couple of?
I'm curious to
Stargate?
see what word you come up with.
We're all just kind of waiting.
The suspense is terrible.
There's a word I'm looking for
I hope
right
it
now
lasts.
in my head. It's
They bring the godliness. They bring the cleansingness. They bring the
they
purity.
cleanse my channel and my chat of all the sins that we do. So they can tell us how awful we are.
True.
We bring the virtue,
Yes, there you go. They bring the virtue.
the
That's the
chaste,
word I was looking for.
Is Will even back from whatever
the
it is he left
moral.
to go to do? And Will's gone.
Oh, Will left.
He's like, I cannot be a part of this.
Will's got tales to tell as well.
Yeah, Will's got tails too, so I don't know why he left.
I don't know.
I want to hear some of Will's tales.
I mean, I'm not
he's
staying too
not
much longer either.
offended.
Will has no tails.
Oh, yes, he does, Allie.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, yes, he does.
No, he doesn't. He's a
Yes,
monk.
he does.
He's a
Well, I'm
monk.
gonna go. It's 3:30 in the morning, and I'm tired.
No, you can't go yet, Jason.
Too bad.
No,
I'm tired.
Damn it.
Yeah, I'm
no,
boogieing.
it's
I
been
worked all
so
day.
nice to hang out
Jason's
with you.
tired. He
Come
got done
on.
drawing his sketch cards. He's tired.
Good night, Jason.
Have a good
You know
night,
what Jason
everybody.
is really
Number
going to
love,
do?
Jason.
Is the part
I'm
on the show
boogieing
where
too.
Go to
Jason
bed.
pussies out.
Jason's 42 years old. He's going to bed. That's what
You know what?
Jason's
We've been
doing.
going for an hour and a
going to
half,
bed.
so I'm probably gonna
It's
call it
sleepy
here
time for
anyway.
Jason.
I
Yeah.
need
He's
to go to
going
bed
to sleep
anyway,
all
so like
night.
I can get up and go do stuff with my family tomorrow.
And we lost
so-
Bar too.
Mm.
shit. Everybody's leaving.
He just
Well,
had to
that's-
beat you.
But everyone should go and check out the
The Veil Walker.
That was a weird way for everyone to leave. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I don't
They
know.
heard all my stories. You know what it is? Is they're all Googling the lady that I told you guys about, and now they want to go do some research.
No,
Oh, that can wait.
Is that what it's called now? Research?
Too old for that, man.
For science, Lola.
That's a young man's game.
Is it?
Look,
I
Veil
live my
Walker
life.
No,
closes
it's
out.
not.
Hold on,
It's not.
Hold on. Veil Walker closes out at what time tomorrow?
It's not tomorrow. I think it closes out on Sunday, like at 4 in the
like-
morning.
Yeah, like
Okay.
3 in the morning, 3 a.m. It runs on East Coast time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll close. It'll close at 3. Usually it'll be like a few minutes after. Also, it kind of takes a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll close like at like 3 or 4 in the morning, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Okay, well, everybody go and back this before it closes out. You do not want to miss out on this. This is going to be an awesome book. He has the second one already in the works, right?
Yes. I showed you guys a page earlier. We have statues that are coming for here. If you want to make me bigs.
Oh, yeah,
Statues.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Hold on, let me
That's
see if I
cool,
can get-
man.
Where are you getting those made?
These are actually getting made in Massachusetts by some contacts that we have. So we're gonna have the prime versions of just the gray, so that people can color them themselves, basically just like this. And then we're gonna have some hand painted versions that are also gonna be available for you guys to back.
It's really cool, man.
Thank
Where'd you
you.
get the sculpt done?
Awesome, man.
I had it done by a buddy of mine's, a comic skater from Twitter, Hernandez.
Yeah.
A gentleman from Brazil. He is extremely affordable, and he does great work, as you guys can see.
What is his Twitter handle?
Hey, everybody, go back this
Poke.
book. It looks really
Yeah.
cool.
Let me say what his Twitter
Yo,
handle is.
Dean.
What's up, Dean? I didn't see your Martha
Dean's
comment.
been
But if I
here.
had, I would have read it, man. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, we've been going for an hour and a half, so we can go on and end it. Like, it's not a big deal. But I want everybody to go back Veil Walker before it closes out.
Yep.
Go back Absolute Book 2.
Yeah, if you want.
No, not if you want.
Yeah,
Go
whatever.
do
No
it.
one cares.
To get him to 300.
I think I'm just gonna refund everybody and quit.
Shut your
Oh
mouth,
my
Jason.
gosh.
Don't do that.
Go sign up for Egg Beater. Go and back Black
Oh.
Flag if you haven't yet, because
Thank
Black
you.
Flag's going to be epic.
Rock and
And
Roll
watch out for everybody
Ninja.
that's been on the panel tonight.
Go
Like,
back Rock and
everybody that
Roll
was here is awesome.
Ninja.
Lola.
You go sing us out, man.
Lola.
If you want.
Yeah,
Wait,
you
what,
haven't
Wolverine?
done it in
What's
a
up?
while.
What's
You
up,
gonna sing
Wolverine?
us out?
Lola.
Wolverine wanted something. What?
What am I missing?
You interrupted our guest of honor while he was trying to pimp the Twitter name of the guy who sculpted his fucking statue.
I'm sorry.
No, it's totally fine. No, his name is.
No, I have nothing but love for you, OASI. Please, pimp your guys.
And he's great. So he's doing a lot of work for a lot of the comic skaters. His name is Hernandez Melo with 2 L's. You can look him up, and he will do a sculpt for you guys.
Okay, now you can.
Hernandez Melo.
There you
If
go.
somebody could get that in my chat and like link it, I appreciate it.
I could try if I can find him. And also, I did not pay for the sculpt with prostitution money.
I wish that my comic had like some sort of sexy main character, because I don't think anybody's gonna want a sculpt of Egg Beater.
Why not?
You would be surprised.
I would be.
There's horror character sculpts. What are you talking about?
Not like this one. There's like sculpts of Pyramid Head, because he's hot.
Is he hot?
Yes.
So I had to put it in the private chat because I don't have the other chat open.
Oh my god, Dean.
Hold on.
I don't
I got
think
you
I would
covered,
be
pal.
surprised what people jerk off to after hanging out on Lola's channel.
There we go.
You got it,
Sorry
Wolverine?
we offend you,
Yeah, I
Allie.
threw it in.
All right, thanks.
It's all good.
I'm not offended. I think I
Oh,
sound.
it's the same guy that did that godlike statue. Okay.
Yes.
I think I
yes.
sound weird tonight, Lola, because I'm trying to be quiet,
Why would you
Oh,
try
okay.
to be quiet?
so I don't wake people up.
Wake everybody up. It's
No,
Friday.
you just sound more ASMR-y than usual.
Yeah,
Little
I'm
bit, yeah.
trying to be quiet. This is what I sound like in the Star Wars show that we've been doing.
But you know what? Allie learned what a bean was tonight.
And I will immediately forget it, I hope.
You won't. I won't let you.
Where the
Every-
hell is Lola going? She sounds so far away.
Every time I come back on, Lola's going to be like, hey, Allie, did you
Bean.
eat beans today? And I'll be like, no, beans are gross.
Oh, they're gross. So you flicked it, didn't you?
No, I
Like
didn't.
a booger.
You
Why would
flicked
I
the bean
do
away.
that?
Allie, I
Yeah.
will make sure that I remind you what a bean is every day from now on out.
You're just going to go on my Twitter and you're going to be like, Allie,
That's another name
Allie,
for it. That's water.
hey, and you're just gonna keep like posting on my Twitter for like 2 hours, just saying that over and over. And when I say, what? You're gonna be like, beans.
It's a clitoris.
Wait,
No,
somebody in the chat said it meant vagina.
I'm gonna go find flicking
No.
bean.
Because it's literally shaped like a little bean.
I'm gonna go find flicking.
Oh,
Now she gets it.
I mean,
You know, the
I
little
guess-
man in the canoe.
I guess I get how someone could think it
Call that a
is
bean, right?
like that, but I wouldn't have thought to call it that.
I'm gonna go
I-
find flicking
Well,
the bean
clearly you haven't
memes and
spent enough
post them
time
on
with your
Allie's
face to
wall
press
for the
pushed up
next 2
against
weeks.
one.
No, look, okay. I read the Anne Rice erotica trilogy, okay?
Oh fuck.
And nowhere in that trilogy does she call it a bean.
Because it's Anne Rice.
Yeah, because she has
She
talent.
wouldn't.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
She was not a good erotica writer.
You
That's
shut
true.
your mouth, Wolverine.
That's
I
true.
would kick you off my channel right now.
It's not your channel.
I know. If
And
we
she
were on
still
mine,
would.
I'd kick her.
She would kick me off her channel, and Anne Rice would still not be a good erotica writer.
She's the best.
Anyway.
That's almost the only thing she's good at.
Everyone,
Time
go
out,
back
wait,
to
time out.
projects that were
Oh my
mentioned here
God.
tonight.
I'm
We
sorry,
have
Allie.
nothing
I've
but
had
love
far
for
too
every
much
one
sex
of
to fall
you.
for that.
Ali, you don't watch porn, but
Jason?
you read erotica?
I read 3 erotica novels because they were written by Anne Rice.
Hold on. Jason's gonna sing us out and we're gonna end this shit, y'all.
Yeah.
It's not the
Sing
same.
us out, Jason.
It's prose.
Jason's going to sleep. Not even Lamb of God is keeping
Night,
him
everybody
awake
in the
right
chat.
now.
Thank you for coming by
Death
and hanging
metal
out
in
with
his
us.
ears is putting him to bed.